If you are a man over 50 and have noticed that your intimate performance is not the same as it was a few years ago, you need to watch this video until the end because I am going to reveal something that may be happening silently in your body and completely sabotaging your ability to have firm and long-lasting erections. What I am about to share with you today has changed the lives of thousands of men who had lost hope of ever feeling confident and virile again in their intimate relationships. Many of them had suffered for years with this condition, trying expensive and frustrating treatments, until they discovered the real root cause of the problem. My name is Marcus, and for over 10 years I have been helping men regain their sexual vitality naturally and safely. During that time, I discovered that there is a specific nutritional deficiency that affects over 70% of men over the age of 40, and this deficiency is directly linked to reduced testosterone, decreased blood flow, and consequently, loss of erection quality. The scariest thing is that most doctors simply ignore this deficiency when investigating erectile dysfunction problems, focusing only on temporary solutions that mask the symptom without addressing the real cause. Before continuing, like this video if you want to regain your confidence in bed, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the bell so you don't miss any content on men's health. And leave a comment saying how old you are, because I will respond personally to each of you with specific tips for your age group. Your privacy will be fully respected, and you will receive personalized guidance that can make all the difference in your recovery journey. The vitamin that is silently sabotaging your erection is one of the most important for the functioning of the male reproductive system. But unfortunately, it is also one of the most neglected by traditional medicine when it comes to investigating erectile dysfunction problems. I'm talking about vitamin D, also known as the sunshine vitamin, which actually functions more like a hormone in our body than a common vitamin. Recent studies published in international medical journals show that men with low vitamin D levels are up to 60% more likely to develop moderate or severe erectile dysfunction. This is because vitamin D is directly involved in the production of nitric oxide, a substance that is essential for relaxing the blood vessels in the penis and allowing blood to flow properly during an erection. When you are deficient in vitamin D, your body simply cannot produce enough nitric oxide. It's like trying to inflate a tire with a faulty air pump. No matter how hard you try mentally or physically, your body doesn't have the tools it needs to give you the response you expect. But here's the bigger problem. Vitamin D deficiency is becoming a silent epidemic, especially among men who work indoors, live in regions with little sun, or use sunscreen constantly. Our skin produces vitamin D when exposed to sunlight, but our modern lifestyle keeps us away from this natural source. In addition, as we age, our ability to synthesize vitamin D decreases significantly, creating a vicious cycle where the deficiency worsens over time. Vitamin D is just the tip of the iceberg. What I've discovered over the years is that erectile dysfunction rarely has a single cause. It is usually the result of a combination of nutritional deficiencies and hormonal imbalances that accumulate over the years, especially after the age of 40. Testosterone, for example, naturally decreases by about 1% per year after the age of 30. By the age of 50, many men have lost more than 20% of their hormone levels. Combine this with deficiencies in zinc, magnesium, vitamin D, and other essential nutrients, and you have a perfect recipe for failure in bed. What saddens me most is seeing men suffering in silence, thinking that this is a normal part of aging, that there is no solution, or worse, resorting only to synthetic drugs that treat the symptom, but completely ignore the root cause of the problem. These medications may work temporarily, but they do not address the nutritional deficiencies underlying the dysfunction. It's like taking a painkiller for a headache caused by dehydration without drinking water. The relief is temporary, and the real problem remains. Many men also develop psychological dependence on these medications, creating additional anxiety about their ability to function without them. This creates a cycle of performance anxiety that can significantly worsen the original problem. Some men even go so far as to avoid intimacy altogether for fear of disappointing their partner or themselves. That's why I developed a completely different approach, focused on nourishing the body with the elements it really needs to function properly. Instead of forcing an artificial response, we work to restore the body's natural ability to produce firm, long-lasting erections. And that's how I discovered Alpha Vita, a supplement that has revolutionized the way I view natural treatment for erectile dysfunction. Alpha Vita isn't just another product on the market promoting impossible miracles. It has been specifically formulated to address the multiple causes of erectile dysfunction in a natural and safe way. Its advanced formula combines 8 powerful ingredients that work synergistically to restore hormonal balance, improve blood circulation, and increase sexual energy. Each ingredient has been selected based on rigorous scientific research and has a specific role in the process of restoring male sexual function. Let's talk about the main ingredients and how each one contributes to your sexual recovery. First, we have maca, a Peruvian root that has been used for over 3,000 years to increase libido and sexual energy. Modern studies show that maca can significantly increase sexual desire and improve the quality of erections, especially in men over the age of 40. Maca also helps balance hormones naturally, without the side effects associated with synthetic hormone therapy. Tribulus terrestris is another key ingredient that has been used traditionally to stimulate natural testosterone production. Research indicates that tribulus can help raise hormone levels safely and naturally, especially in men who are deficient. Interestingly, tribulus does not work as a synthetic hormone, but rather stimulates your body to produce more testosterone naturally. Saw palmetto, known primarily for its prostate health benefits, also plays an important role in maintaining male hormonal balance. As we age, it is common for the prostate to enlarge, which can affect both urinary and sexual function. Saw palmetto helps keep the prostate healthy and functioning properly, which has a direct impact on the quality of sexual function. Fenugreek is another fascinating ingredient that offers multiple benefits. In addition to helping control blood sugar levels, which is essential for good circulation, fenugreek also has properties that can stimulate testosterone production and improve sexual performance. Many diabetic or pre-diabetic men benefit especially from this ingredient, as blood sugar problems are one of the leading causes of erectile dysfunction. Forskolin, extracted from the Coleus forskolii plant, is known for its ability to stimulate the production of cyclic AMP, a molecule that helps relax the smooth muscles of blood vessels. This means better blood flow to the penis and firmer, longer-lasting erections. Forskolin can also help burn body fat, which indirectly benefits sexual function, as excess weight is associated with reduced testosterone. Alpha-lipoic acid is a powerful antioxidant that protects nerves and blood vessels from damage caused by free radicals. This is especially important for men who are diabetic or pre-diabetic, as high blood sugar can damage the nerves responsible for erections. Alpha-lipoic acid also improves insulin sensitivity, helping to control blood sugar. Silymarin, extracted from milk thistle, protects the liver and aids in proper hormone metabolism. A healthy liver is essential for maintaining balanced hormone levels and eliminating toxins that can interfere with sexual function. Many men do not realize how liver health is directly linked to their sexual vitality. Last but not least, we have black pepper extract, which may seem insignificant, but is absolutely crucial. This ingredient significantly increases the absorption of all other components in the formula. There is no point in taking the best nutrients if your body cannot absorb them properly. Black pepper extract ensures that you get the most out of every dose of Alpha Vita. What makes Alpha Vita special is that all these ingredients work together synergistically. It is not just the sum of its parts, but a formula that enhances the effects of each individual component. It's like having an orchestra where each musician plays in harmony to create a perfect symphony. Unlike synthetic drugs that force an erection through artificial mechanisms, Alpha Vita works by gradually restoring your body's natural ability to function properly. This means that the results are not only safer, but also longer-lasting and accompanied by extra benefits for overall health. It is very simple and discreet to use. Just 2 capsules per day, preferably with meals. There are no strict schedules, no need for advanced planning as with some medications, and you can use it with peace of mind without fear of dangerous interactions or serious side effects. You can take the capsules with you wherever you go, use them while traveling, and no one needs to know what you are taking. The first results usually start to appear within 2 to 4 weeks of consistent use. This may seem like a long time for those who are eager for change, but remember that we are talking about restoring functions that may have been compromised over years or even decades. There is no overnight miracle when it comes to genuine health. What you can expect is a gradual, sustained improvement that becomes more and more evident as time goes on. One of the biggest advantages of Alpha Vita is that it is suitable for men of all adult ages. Whether you are a 40-year-old man who has started to notice the first changes, or someone in their 60s who has been dealing with this problem for years, the formula is safe and effective. Obviously, the sooner you start taking care of your sexual health, the better the results will be. But it's never too late to start investing in your well-being. I want to share with you the story of Jose, a 55-year-old man who came to me a few months ago completely devastated. He had been married for 28 years, and in the last 3 years had completely lost confidence in bed. He had tried everything from expensive medications to alternative therapies, but nothing seemed to work consistently. The medications worked sometimes, but the side effects were uncomfortable, and he felt increasingly dependent on external aids. The situation was affecting not only his sex life, but his entire relationship with his wife. They had grown emotionally distant. Their conversations had become superficial, and Jose had even considered separation. He felt like a failure as a man and as a husband, questioning his worth and his ability to satisfy his partner. When Jose started using Alpha Vita, I confess he was skeptical. He had been disappointed so many times that he hardly dared to hope. But something interesting happened in the first few weeks. Even before noticing improvements in sexual function, he began to feel more energetic and optimistic. It was as if his body was waking up from a long period of lethargy. After 6 weeks of consistent use, Jose sent me a message I will never forget. He said that for the first time in years, he felt like a real man again, that his confidence had returned, and that his marriage was going through a second honeymoon. His wife commented that he seemed like a completely different person, happier, more affectionate, more present in their relationship. Jose's case is not unique. I have hundreds of similar reports from men who have regained not only their sexual function, but also their self-esteem, their relationships, and their overall quality of life. Most importantly, they did so naturally and safely, without relying on drugs with dangerous side effects or invasive procedures. Many men ask me about the difference between using natural products like Alpha Vita and resorting to traditional medications. The truth is that both have their place, but there is a fundamental difference in approach. Synthetic medications are like using a temporary crutch. They can help you in that specific moment, but they don't strengthen your muscles so you can walk on your own. Alpha Vita, on the other hand, is like physical therapy. It strengthens and restores your body's natural ability, so that over time you no longer need to rely on external aids to perform satisfactorily. In addition, the benefits go far beyond sexual function. Many men report increased overall energy, improved mood, greater willingness to exercise, and even better sleep quality. A common concern I hear is about dependence. Unlike some synthetic medications that can create physical or psychological dependence, Alpha Vita works by restoring the body's natural functions. This means that over time, as your overall health improves, you may even be able to reduce the dosage or take breaks from use without losing the benefits you've achieved. Many men also ask me if they can use Alpha Vita along with other medications or supplements. Because it is made from natural ingredients, there are generally no serious contraindications, but I always recommend talking to your doctor if you are taking medication for high blood pressure, diabetes, or heart problems. Transparency and safety should always come first. It is also important to mention that not all erection problems are purely physical in origin. Psychological factors such as stress, anxiety, and depression can have a significant impact on sexual function. Alpha Vita helps with the physical and hormonal aspects, but if you suspect that there are important psychological components in your case, do not hesitate to seek appropriate professional help. A combined approach often produces the best results. Erectile dysfunction doesn't just affect what happens in the bedroom. It can undermine your confidence at work, affect your friendships, cause depression and anxiety, and even lead to the end of decades-long relationships. When you address this issue properly, the benefits spread to all areas of your life. You feel confident, assertive, and attractive again. Your partner notices the difference not only in your intimacy, but in the way you carry yourself, the way you speak, and the way you position yourself in the world. I also want to address an issue that many men face, which is social and cultural pressure. We live in a society that expects men to always be strong, always ready, always in control. Admitting that you have difficulties with intimacy may seem like a character flaw, an unacceptable weakness. But the truth is that erectile dysfunction is a medical condition like any other. You wouldn't be ashamed to treat diabetes or high blood pressure, so why be ashamed to take care of your sexual health? Recognizing the problem and seeking appropriate solutions is actually a sign of maturity and intelligence, not weakness. Alpha Vita offers a discreet and effective solution for men who want to take care of this aspect of their health without unnecessary exposure. You can use it with peace of mind, without having to explain it to anyone, without embarrassing consultations or uncomfortable conversations. Now, I want to talk about something very important: consistency. Many men start a treatment full of enthusiasm, but give up in the first few weeks if they don't see immediate results. This is a serious mistake that can cost years of unnecessary suffering. The human body does not work like a switch that you turn on and off. Especially when we are talking about restoring functions that have been compromised over the years, it is necessary to allow time for changes to take place in a solid and lasting way. With Alpha Vita, I recommend using it for at least 3 consecutive months to properly evaluate the results. In the first few weeks, you may notice increased energy and improved mood. In the 6th to 8th week, more specific results related to sexual function usually begin. And after 3 months of use, you can assess the full impact on your quality of life. I know that 3 months can seem like a long time when you are eager for change, but think about it this way. If the problem took years to develop, it is reasonable to expect that the solution will also take some time to take hold. The difference is that this time you are working with your body, not against it. An additional advantage of Alpha Vita is that it does not interfere with other areas of your health. On the contrary, many of the ingredients offer extra benefits. Maca can improve your mood for exercise. Alpha-lipoic acid helps control blood sugar. Silymarin protects the liver. It's like making multiple investments in your health with a single product. I know that some of you may be concerned about possible side effects. With natural ingredients, side effects are rare and usually mild. Some people may experience mild stomach discomfort if they take the capsules on an empty stomach, so I always recommend taking them with food. In very rare cases, people who are sensitive to any of the ingredients may experience mild allergic reactions. If you have a history of food allergies, it is important to check the ingredient list before use. The important thing is to start gradually and see how your body responds. If you notice any unusual reactions, discontinue use and consult a healthcare professional. But in the vast majority of cases, Alpha Vita is very well tolerated and does not cause problems. I want to be very honest about what you can expect. In the first 2 weeks, most men notice an increase in overall energy and improved mood. This is because ingredients such as maca and tribulus begin to gently stimulate hormone production. Between the 3rd and 6th week, you will likely begin to notice an increase in libido and sexual interest. Morning erections may return or become more frequent, which is a very positive sign. By the 8th week, most men experience significant improvements in the quality of their erections. Greater firmness, longer duration, and easier erections. It is at this stage that the benefits become most evident in your sex life. After 3 months of consistent use, you should have a clear idea of the product's maximum potential for your specific case. It is important to understand that these time frames are estimates based on average experience. Some men respond more quickly, others need more time. Factors such as age, severity of the problem, overall health and lifestyle influence the speed of results. Alpha Vita represents a smart approach that combines the best of both worlds: the effectiveness of scientifically proven ingredients with the safety of a natural formula. You get real results without the risks associated with more aggressive medications. Don't let fear, shame, or procrastination steal any more time from your life. Alpha Vita is available now, ready to help you start your journey to recovery. All you have to do is make the decision to prioritize your health and well-being. Remember, you are not alone in this struggle. Millions of men face the same challenges, and many have already found effective solutions. You can be one of them. You also deserve a full and satisfying sex life. If this video made sense to you, if you identified with the situations I described, if you feel that Alpha Vita may be the solution you've been looking for, don't hesitate. Life is too short to waste time suffering from problems that have a solution. Like this video if you found it useful. Subscribe to the channel to receive more content on men's health, and turn on the bell so you don't miss any updates. Leave a comment telling us about your experience or asking questions. I read and respond to every comment personally. And most importantly, click on the link in the pinned comment to get more information about Alpha Vita. There you will find everything you need to take the first step toward regaining your sexual vitality. Your journey of transformation can begin today. Your new sex life can start now. Thank you for watching until the end. And remember, you have the power to transform your sex life. Alpha Vita is here to help you on that journey. See you next time, and I wish you every success in your recovery.